Hello there, my friends. Another Living in My Shed video. Recently, I saw, the latest upload from the famous YouTuber from Colorado who drives a VW van, and he actually showed his pad, his apartment where he lives, and I have to give him credit for that because usually you only see him sitting in his couch and talking about various topics. But now he shows, the house where he lives, his apartment, and what his furniture looks like, and his bathroom, and his kitchen, things like that. So I think he is really sharing his everyday life now on a different level. So I'm looking forward to more interesting clips to watch from this famous YouTuber personality. And as a matter of fact, when I saw this, I instantly thought about what it was like for me, because I also used to share an apartment with two dudes, without being a homosexual, if you see what I mean. I was 19 years old when I left my parents' house. I lived in a small town in Sweden where I grew up, where I'm born, and where I live to this day. And then I wanted to leave my parents. And I moved to the capital of Sweden, which is Stockholm. And if you're in a big city and you're 19 years old, usually you can't afford an apartment, a condo, and it's very difficult to find a place to live there because shortage of apartments. So I had to. I found an ad in the newspaper, and it said that one guy was renting out a room in his apartment in a suburb. And actually, I I phoned him, and he accepted me as a tenant. And I was his roommate, this guy, and he was also from out of town. So I think it was a great thing to do because I needed a place to stay, and I was 19 years old. I didn't have any friends there. I didn't know anyone, and we actually became like friends because he was also like a little bit lonely, and so we were in his apartment. I was working in the day at the mental institution. I was washing cars, and well, that was my job back then, and I didn't earn that much. I had a low salary, so and I didn't know he was what he was doing at the time. I think he was unemployed. Never mind. But he watched movies, and he invited me to watch movies, and he played video games. Sega video games, Sonic the Hedgehog, and we watched his favorite movies. Those were like Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, Bloodsport, and Rocky movies. Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and drank Coca-Cola, and we ordered pizza, home delivery pizza. And then of course, we argued once in a while about the cleaning, and who's gonna wash the dishes, and things like that. And there was a third guy, actually. Also, he was a little bit older, in his 30s, lived together with us, so 3 dudes in one apartment. So that brings back some memories. But then I think I lived there for 2 years or so. Then I received my own apartment there, so I moved away. I left this apartment, but we were still friends. Actually, me and the guy sticking his tongue out on the photo. But you know, I things changed when I moved to my own apartment. I became kind of lonely, more lonely. I was like coming home from work and no one was there. And then we kind of grew apart. I haven't seen those guys for maybe at least 15 years, 16 years. And I think about, you know, the famous YouTuber, his apartment. It looks like pretty much like where I lived when I lived together with two other guys. But you know, there's one difference here. I shared an apartment with these people, these other men when I was in my 20s. I was 20 years old, so I wouldn't like to live like that now because I'm 43 years old. So I prefer to live together with a woman, which I do. But you know, this famous YouTuber is still like sharing apartment with sharing he shares apartment with another guy, so he's like still in his 20s living that kind of life that I lived. So it's like he never grew up. He's still in his 20s, you know, hanging out with my roommate, like sitting at the computer, relaxing, playing video games maybe. But I left that. That is history for me. That kind of life. I live the family life now, and I'm happy with that. So.